Today we're going to do a short, fun, and weird project. I was recently at Mark Adams School of Woodworking teaching a turning course, and my room assistant Patrick, I've known him for years, great guy, I asked him for a mallet. He handed me this thing that, what the heck, it looked like a caveman's mallet. And it's funny, he said a while back he made it up because he was just having some fun. Well, now it's the most popular tool in the shop. Everybody wants to use the caveman mallet. So he gave me a piece of persimmon to make our own caveman mallet. Got the mallet head, so now we need to make the handle. Had this scrap piece of purple heart laying around, which is hard as a rock, which kind of fits with persimmon, I think. So anyway, we're going to round this out, and once we get it rounded out, we're going to have to put a tenon on it and drill a hole in the mallet. That's pretty much it. Very complicated project. So we've got the handle rounded out. Now we need to make a tenon on here that's going to match the size of the Forstner bit I'm using, which is around an inch or something like that. I wasn't real sure, but lost the markings on it, but I used my calipers to get the diameter. Okay, so that's our tenon depth. Let's make it one more over here, because I want this to go in about 1.5 inches. You never know what you're going to be whacking with a caveman mallet, so you want it to be nice and strong. Now we'll just part this down. And I'll come back and check the measurement along the length of it to make sure we're the same diameter the whole way down. I want this to be a tight fit, so I'm going to leave it a little bit fat, because we're going to use another mallet to pound it into the mallet. So we're going to give the end of this a little bit of shape to make it look kind of nice. Get myself far enough out from the point in the stem center there so it doesn't go into the wood. I'm already failing, Patrick. This is looking way nicer than yours. I have to mess it up some. Okay, not quite done yet. I want to pretty it up with some marks on here. So I'm going to back this off just a hair. Grab a skew chisel. And come in here. I'm going to make a mark here. It's also good for grip. I'm going to go for several marks. That looks good. That's 5. And now, Easy Wood has really cool burning wires. So we'll burn that in there like so. Oh, God, it smells so good. I know that's the wrong thing to say inside of a wood shop. But, don't inhale though. Okay, a little bit of sanding, and then we're ready to drill a hole in the mallet head. Okay, so I'm going to do a splatter pattern on my shirt here. Going to put some hand-rubbed polyurethane on here. It's probably going to get brine in the lens too, but we'll see. Chicken. Yeah, see how it goes. Anyway, I just want to put a finish on this real quick and just use the heat from the lathe, the friction, to burnish it in and fix it up. So this, yeah, it looks, whoa, a little bit there. Okay, I'll pick the speed up. There's a real quickie finish. I don't want to put it on the tenon because I'm going to glue that possibly, and I don't want any finish in the way. Oh, that looked beautiful, doesn't it? Oops, yeah, I don't want that shirt. Oh yeah, she's looking good. Now to drill a hole. See if this works. I'm using the lathe as my vise to hold it. Hey. Oh yeah, that's persimmon. Oh, God. It's definitely persimmon. Give me a while to figure out how to get this damn thing out of here, and then we'll put it together. Mallet. Mallet to be. Let's see. Oh, that's a great fit. Wow! My own caveman mallet. Thank you for the idea, Patrick. This is awesome. Now I want to go whomp something. Yeah, maybe not, you're right. Okay, I'll be back.